All right, test. It is Monday.
7 Bravo Romeo, state type aircraft.
RV4.
7 Bravo Romeo,
It is Monday, 14 February.
Contact check, Jacksonville Center, 134.15 today.
13415, Miranda 08.
And it is in fact Valentine's Day because I already pooched that up this morning and forgot and have been reminded. It is 817 local.
TA 28, Archer.
1418 25 Zulu. We're at 5,500 feet en route to Eglin Delta. It's 42 degrees Fahrenheit. We got 30.4 on board. And we'll be flying a series of accel decel runs today for the new probe. Our boom check's good and our camera check's good. Winds aloft today show 319 degrees, 28 miles an hour.
9 Golf Foxtrot, are you still on frequency?
It's affirmative, 739 Golf Foxtrot.
Got it. We'll see you squawking VFR.
Roger, squawking VFR.
And we'll actually hold this heading at 360. We'll use this for our initial run. We get a little bit closer to the area.
11 o'clock, 9 miles.
Roger, Crestview is the winning point. Our destination is Juliet Victor Whiskey.
9 Golf Foxtrot, Roger. Squawk 5511.
5511, thank you, sir.
R50 Echo, advise you have the weather at Phoenix Airport, important site when able.
That's affirm, we got the airport in sight, 50.
50 Echo, letter.
And approach, 931 Echo Charlie is 1,900 for 2,000.
1 Echo Charlie, going to approach ident, traffic 8 miles north, correction, 6 miles north of the Las Vegas Airport, 1,800 appears inbound on the approach, descending.
And looking for that traffic, 1 Echo Charlie.
1 Echo Charlie, radar contact 2 miles north Las Vegas Airport, climb maintain 3,000.
All right, 2992 is set and descending to flight level 050.
1 Echo Charlie, cleared on course.
And cleared on course, 1 Echo Charlie.
And we'll get set up for our first run. That'll be a VMAX flaps 0 condition. Decel to stall. And we're actually not even going to use VMAX because the air is so thick today. We'll just go up to the airspeed chime here, 5,000 feet. 22 inches of manifold pressure, 2,600 RPM. And coming up on the yellow arc. That's going to work for us today. All right, time now, 14:21:19 Zulu, 43 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 gallons on board, heading 360. Stand by, data mark, 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Slowly decreasing power. And our decel display is up. And working on a nominal 1 knot per second rate. Actually playing the power landing to make that happen.
1 Echo Charlie, climb maintain 4,000, cleared on course.
Going to work on decel.
1 Echo Charlie.
And we're going to prioritize that over altitude initially, at least for this first one. And working for the middle of the green band, Lenny.
Number 9 Golf Foxtrot, say destination report. Number 9 Golf Foxtrot, say destination airport again.
Roger, destination airport is Raymond, Mississippi, JBW, Juliet Victor Whiskey.
passed on the decel rate here. I'm accepting a couple 100-foot altitude loss as long as it's less than 500 feet. We're going to call that good. We get another one that maintains altitude. And all the way into the stall. And there's our stall. Okay. Gonna climb, do a cruise climb and acceleration at the same time.
50 Echo, roger, change your advisory frequency approved.
Try to accelerate at about
9er Golf Foxtrot, reset transponders, block
1 knot per second in the climb. Pushing her over.
Approach 739 Golf Foxtrot. Say again, please.
This gauge is amazing, Lenny.
Foxtrot, reset transponders, block 4.
There's our 1 knot per second accel in the climb. Have to actually reduce power here. Maintain this condition. Reducing power, reducing
Charlie,
pitch.
fly heading 270, intercept is Crestview 240, radial track outbound.
A little greedy there, Lenny.
270, intercept the 240 radial, 1 Echo Charlie.
Our altitude. Continue our acceleration. Actually only accelerating about a 1/2 knot per second here. And we'll get another data mark at DNO. At 25 inches of manifold pressure set to get our accel rate. Coming up on VNO. Time now, 14:24, 49, 43 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.6.
And just
Data mark 3,
to fly the
2,
240 radial
1.
outbound, 1 Echo Charlie.
Data mark.
All right, we're at 0 accel rate, Lenny.
1 Echo approach ready.
And beginning decel.
Lookout 1 radar contact, climb maintaining 10,000.
Slowing into the green band. We're going to get another green band decel on this one. Don't care about the altitude. As long as it's within 500 feet. Power's coming back, working for the middle of the green band, brother.
1 Echo Charlie, contact, tentacle approach 124.85 today.
We're going to have to hook after this run.
124.85, have a great day, 1 Echo Charlie.
Right, doing better on the
Lookout
decel
1,
this
turn
time
right
than
heading
last
090.
time. And I'm playing the power to make that happen.
Lookout 1, say altitude.
Holding altitude a little bit better than we did last time. Trim in here to help. Terry, I just kind of fly this like a localizer back course, the way I think of it, because I got to drag the arrow. Actually drag the trend indicator, if that makes any sense. So pull back to lift it up, push forward to push it down. Keeping us in the middle of the green band. Approaching stall. And there's our stall. Okay. Capturing our 1 knot per second. And getting our 1 knot per second accel rate. There's our climb. And maintaining 1 knot per second in the climb, back up to 5,000 feet.
Reset transponder squawk 3472. 3472.
Once we hit our parameters, we're going to have to hook south for the MOA. Coming up on the north end of it now. Time 14:27:23. 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Still heading 360 with 29.4 on board. And accelerating back out to VNO. Leveling. Power's coming back. Mixture's coming to best power. Mixture's set best power. And continuing to accelerate out to VNO condition.
Number 1, we see it now, squawk 3472.
We'll hold this heading until we get to our
Larva 1, radar contact.
180 and we'll
right
hook.
heading 360.
A little slow on the acceleration rate. Power's coming up.
Larva 1, we see it now.
Coming up on the yellow arc.
Larva 1, turn right, direct pitch.
And there's the yellow arc. Run complete. Hook and left are heading a 180. Leaving the power up. Get another couple of runs north-south. And then we'll play some runs out with just altitude.
7 Bravo Romeo, how much farther northbound are you looking to work?
We're hooking south now, sir. All right. Time 14:28:33, 42 degrees Fahrenheit, 29.2.
Larva 1, climb maintain 10.
In the left turn, we're heading a 180. The VNO condition. Stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Okay, this is run 3. Power's coming back. Slowing into the green band. There's our 1 knot per second. Intermittent no data there. Playing the power.
Look at 1 contact.
And maintaining the band.
392.1.
Prioritizing decel over altitude.
Larva 1, contact approach, look 1005.
Really like the IVVI display. When that thing is accurate, Lenny, it's going to be the frickin' bomb. Okay. We're still sculling 180. Time now is 14:29:43. Got a little pitchy there because I looked away.
Kilo, I'm going to approach, verify information, Mike at Destin, depart Crescent Vortex.
Need to rivet eyes on display to make this work.
Whereas 2 Juliet Kilo, it's maintain 5,000.
So. Power's back and idle. Decelerating to the stall. Plenty of MOA for one more run. Good stall. Mixture's rich. Power's coming up. Covering a 1 knot per second. Accelerate. Power's coming up. Readjusting pitch. There we go. Stage is alive. Working for 1 knot per second. One knot per second. There's our climb. Back to 5,000 feet.
Number 2 Juliet Kilo, turn right heading 180.
And leveling now at 5,000 pressure altitude, or flight level 050.
Young, turn left, direct pitching.
Maintaining our 1 knot per second accelerate through 143. Power's coming up to catch it.
Young 1, contact approach, 105.
And we are going to have to hook at the end of this run with that big tailwind we got. Winds aloft showing 33820. And accelerating on out to a VNO condition. A little off on the altitude, we'll fix that. Mixture power, mixture power. There we go, and there's our VNO condition. Looking good. Hook and left to heading at 360. Get set up for another run. Run number 4. Time now is 14:32:10. 42 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.8 on board. In the left turn, we're heading at 360 to VNO condition. Be another decel run using the gauge.
4,000.
Just maintaining VNO in the turn. Set up into that big old headwind, that's going to help. right, time now 14:32:53. 43 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.6 on board, VNO condition. Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
And beginning deceleration. Power's coming back. Slow into the green band. Pressure's back.
Number 9 Golf Foxtrot reset transponder squawk 1.
Carburetor throat's looking good at 65 degrees. Cylinder head temperatures are nominal.
1624, yes sir.
Oil temperature is nominal. Big concern, carb throat, but we got a very low humidity day today, so don't foresee we'll have any problems with that. Skull in 360 now, in the decel, playing the power. She got a little climb going this time. We'll accept that. About 100 feet high right now.
2 Juliet Kilo, traffic departing runway 30 at Eglin will be a flight of 2 F-22s climbing to 3,000. 2 Juliet Kilo, contact Eglin arrival 124.25.
And lapse time is 21:52. Left tank is feeding. And definitely got a climb going. Slow with the power that time. Trimming now, stop trimming at 90. Maintaining the band. Accel rate looks good. That's something we may want to actually put in the data. Never thought of that. You know, we may want to record that just to QC things.
Number 9 Golf Foxtrot, contact Pensacola approach 127.35.
Eglin approach 739
All right,
Golf
there's our
Foxtrot.
stall.
Again, please.
Power's coming up.
Number 9 Golf Foxtrot, contact
There's our
Pensacola approach
acceleration.
127.35.
Accepting a little bit of an altitude deviation here. Starting to get us back onto our 1 knot per
That's,
second
137.
accel rate. There we go.
9 Golf Foxtrot 127.35.
There's our 1 knot per second.
127.35.
Trim.
Thank you, sir.
And we'll accelerate to accelerate to VNO on 360. Then we're going to have to hook for airspace. And now 14:35:31, 41 degrees Fahrenheit, with 28.4 on board. Oops. Let my climb get out of control here. Bringing the power back to keep our acceleration rate. Correcting back to 5,000 feet. Mixture's back. Looking for VNO condition at 5,000 feet. All right, we're going to get one more using the gauge. And we'll start getting some altitude only runs. Actually, acceleration rate's a little slower here.
Approach, Roger, traffic 3 miles west of Eglin at Learjet at 4,000 southbound.
All right, there's our VNO condition. And hooking left to heading a 180. We're working this north-south axis just to keep the retina burn to a minimum.
Press 1 radar contact, climb maintain 10,000. Press 1, turn right heading 360.
All right. Time now, 14:37:07, 42 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.2 on board, 24:47 elapse. Left tank feeding, heading 180, VNO condition. And this will be another gauge decel, which means I'm prioritizing the decel rate over altitude control. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
And power's coming back. Pulling into the green band. Mixture's back. In the green band, there's our 1 knot per second. Playing the power.
Press 1, turn right direct piston.
Trying to work the altitude simultaneously. This might be the right answer. Combination altitude and deceleration gauge, Lenny, I'm not sure.
Press
Have
1X,
to
your right hand turn,
experiment some
please.
more. Lots of heads down time. I would not want this display
Press
anywhere
1X,
than
your right hand turn, climb maintain 15,000.
right my 12 o'clock.
Press 1, contact approach, look 5.
All right, I like this run. I like this technique. We're gonna do one more of these.
Press 1, contact approach, look 5.
A little fast there. Decel, and there's our stall. We're gonna capture our accel rate here as rapidly as possible. There we go. There's our 1 knot per second. Ready leveling off. Fixtures up. Really look at anything. A little too fast on the accel right there. Catching up with the power. There's our 1 knot, a little fast. And once we get past about 150, we got to really bleed the power in. Enough MOA left to get this run done on a heading of 180. .2744 elapsed. Coming up on VNO. Redline RPM and VNO. Okay, terminate run, hook and left. Power's coming back, we'll maintain a VNO condition. And getting set up for another one of those. We're gonna use a combination of power and pitch. Try to maintain altitude and maintain 1 knot per second decel rate. All right, time now 14:40:38. 43 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.8 on board, and a left turn to a heading of 360. I believe this is run 5. However, I've lost count. All right, steady up on heading of 360. Tweaking the VNO condition. There's VNO, showing 0 on the decel gauge. Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, and beginning run. Power's coming back, pulling into the green band. There's our green band. So the technique I'm using, Terry, is power to get to that negative 1 knot per second, and then just cross-checking the altimeter. Using the sensitive altimeter for that, over to the right. I prefer the round dial. And now I'm just playing the 2 off. Trimming a little off on my decel rate here. That last run was better. I'm averaging about 0.8 knots per second now. Fix that, and we got a climb going. So I'm slow on the power. Interesting cross check to keep this going. Do one more of these after we get done with this one. So far that last one's looking a little bit better in terms of overall altitude and decel control. I'm getting sloppy on this one. Power's back in idle. Steers back. Decel rate's looking better, altitude's looking better. Power's up. This time I'm trying to recover to that 1 knot per second XL. Let's see what we do. Power's up. Oh, baby. There it is. Okay, we're off the peg. And looking for a 1 knot per second, climbing back up to 5,000 feet pressure altitude. Time now 14:43.26. Leveling at 5,000 and balancing throttle with the altimeter. First half of the speed band, Terry, no problem. We're really overpowered. But as we get above about, I don't know, 150 or so indicated, and I got to start to increase power to capture my 1 knot per second accel rate while I'm level. Just adjusting the trim simultaneously and working it. And we'll just accelerate out to the chime. I get pretty close to red line for my engine, which is 2,700 RPM, so 100 more than yours in 8. And then she has a hard time keeping up with that 1 knot once we get up here close to VNO. So I'm cheating a little bit on the altitude. All right, there's our VNO condition. And we'll head up here to the north just a little bit, give ourselves some room to work to the south. We'll get 1 more of these runs, and then we'll start altitude runs. All right, time now is 14:44.33, 42 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.3. We're elapsed 32.15. Left tank is feeding. And we're hooking left to heading a 180 in a VNO condition. Another flaps 0 condition, balanced. We're going to call those a balanced decel run. In other words, we're playing off pitch and power to balance the decel right at our desired -1 knot per second rate. The reason I'm working so hard on these, because eventually we're going to need this for autocal, and we're going to need a technique that we can, basically teach to any pilot. So we're going to experiment with a couple different techniques. VNO chime going off, telling me I'm at 180 indicated. All right, camera check's good, boom check's good. We're hooking left to heading a 180. Time now, 14:45.32, 43 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.2 on board. To be another balanced decel run. Standby data mark at our VNO condition. And data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
And beginning deceleration. Power's coming back, mixture's coming back. Carb throat's looking good at 65 degrees Fahrenheit. A little fast on our decel rate because I'm not paying attention. Crap. That was going to be kind of a suck-ass run. It's like we used up all our Irish luck on the first time we did this. All right, so the takeaway there is, once you start the run, you got to go down and locked on that decel gauge. And it's real important to keep the altimeter in the cross check. Couldn't do that with the, well, I guess I could do it with the glass. Just easier to do it with the round dial. All right. This one is not looking so good, but we'll go ahead and continue down to the stall. Throttle's idle. All right, good stall. Pressure's coming up, power's coming up. Starting our acceleration run. Here's our 1 knot per second. Plenty of the balls behaving very nicely, by the way. Very flyable cue nowadays. I think we're out of the woods on that one. Leveling at 5,000 now. Controlling our rate of acceleration just a little bit with power. This run is not as good as the first run, nor was the second run as good as the first run. And we'll take it back up to VNO at 1 knot per second acceleration rate. Red line on the engine, hold her right there, and there's our VNO condition. Okay, hook and left. All right, this time we're going to just transition to a smooth pull, and altitude is our primary reference, and we're going to accept whatever deceleration rate we get. We're just going to call that the maintain your altitude technique. Carb still good at 66. Oil's a little cool at 153. Outside air temperature 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice cool day today. Nice stable air. All right, time now 14:49, 32, 43 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.7. Heading 360. And standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
And power is just smoothly coming back to idle. And I'm using about a 10 to 12 second count. Go from mill to idle. Idle mark. And just trimming and maintaining altitude. We got 2 runs on a heading in north. All we're doing is slowing to the stall. Show a real high decel rate, about 2.5 knots per second. Good stall. And back up. All right, we'll climb back up on a heading in north. Accelerate on out to VNO and get one more of those. All right, 39.06 elapsed. Heading up. Accelerating rather to a VNO condition. 5,000 feet. Okay, time now. 14:51:47. Our VNO condition.
Rock 3, this is Tagline approach on channel 6.
14:51:56. 42 degrees Fahrenheit. 26.4 on board. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Power's coming back. 3, 2, 1. Mark. Idle mark. And that was a late call. And just maintaining altitude. And already sliding out of the green band. And there's good stall. Okay. Let's head back up. We're gonna hook south. We'll do one more of those because I want to get the timing data right on the throttle pull. I screwed up the mark call there. Winds aloft still showing 328 at 20, level at 5,000 feet. Time now 14:53:44, 41 degrees. 26.3 on board, 41:25 elapsed. Starting an easy hook now to heading a 180 for airspace. And let's accelerate on out to a VNO condition. And this time we're just going to emphasize the throttle pull timing so we can use a stopwatch during debrief to figure that one out. All right, 14:54:21, 41 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.2. In the left turn to a heading of 180. All the temps are cool right now. Pulling out, heading 180. Approaching VNO. Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, begin throttle pull. 3, 2, 1, mark. Mark, idle power. Okay, I'll just go ahead and maintain our altitude. We'll get one more set of good decel data with a stall here. And it's nice because we're mapping this probe for stalls too, Lenny. So, killing two birds with one stone on this sortie. We're at 43:06 elapsed. Again, just using the altimeter here. Little climb going, so a little too aggressive with a pull. All right, there's our stall and recovery. Okay, now we're gonna get set up. Next series of runs are gonna be idle power with that slow pull, but we're gonna give up some altitude to try to maintain the green band. I'm gonna aim for the middle of the green band, but we're gonna accept reasonable performance in the green band. Okay, here's our 5,000 feet. Probably gonna have to hook north to get this next run, so let's just accelerate here. A little mow in the bank. All right, carb throat is maintaining a steady 66 degrees. Oil's cool at about 150.
Southwest 368, I'm going to approach.
Cylinders are definitely cool. And accelerating on out to a heading, accelerating out to a speed of VNO. All right, a camera check's good, boom check's good. Blown a little bit to the east, so I'm going to just start an easy turn back to heading of 360 to hook us and put a little west in the bank. Roll out momentarily on a heading of west. We're in a VNO condition. Again, we're still in a flaps 0 condition.
Southwest 368, so maintain 5,000. Last aircraft calling answer, say again.
Eagle, that's Misfit 7 now, 1,300 for 2,000.
And starting an easy turn now to 360. We're to VNO condition.
Misfit 7, pay attention.
Okay, we're just going to Mr. 7, I'd like to go over the Crestview vortex, or up near Crestview at 4,000 for a couple orbits, and then we'll be back into Duke to drop one passenger off, and then to keep our flight plan open in New Orleans.
All right. We'll be up here. All right, time now, 14:58:20. 42 degrees Fahrenheit, 25.7 on board. In the right turn to heading at 360.
Southwest 360.
Coming up on a VNO condition. Stand by data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Okay, beginning the slow pull. And prioritizing the green band.
Thanks, I'm going to apply to Roger. Mr. 7, climb maintain 4,000.
2 for 4, Mr. 7.
Mark, idle power.
Contact, climb maintain 15,000.
And just maintaining the middle of the green band now. Definite downtrend going. Certain speed band my airplane likes to vibrate at. Terry, I see
Mr.
it both
7,
in the
a couple turns and holding over the vortex.
M5 display, and I also see it
Yeah,
the
we
boom
just
tip.
get a block of airspace near the vortex here soon. We just need to make about 4 360s, and then be back into Duke.
Getting a pretty good Schwuppenhausen here, Lenny. Down about 350 feet.
Mr. 7, how far cancellation speed, maintain VFR, port inbound to Duke.
Yeah, I think your typical guy is going to lose about 500 feet doing this maneuver.
Phoenix 1, turn right, heading 120, vector for your airspace.
And there's our stall. Okay, we'll get one more of those. Power's coming up. Mixture's rich.
Southwest 368, turn right, heading 200.
So doable with a slow pull, losing about 500 feet of altitude, which I think, from Doc's perspective, is probably going to be just fine. And again, I'm just thinking about the technique we're going to use for auto calibration, more so than anything else. Let's get one more of those runs, same style. This time we'll try to get a better hack on our timing pull.
Phoenix 1, go ahead.
Leveling off at 5,000 feet. And reestablishing the VNO condition.
And Phoenix 1, any reason you'd like to stay at 10?
Carp's good at 65%. And accelerating on
Phoenix 1,
out.
Roger. In contact approach channel 5.
We'll head up here to the north for the next run. We'll get our flap runs. We're 49.02 elapsed. Left tank is still feeding. Camera's good, plenty of camera time. Boom is good, fresh battery in the boom.
98 Golf Romeo, I'm going to approach Crestview 3044.
Terry, for what it's worth, I'm kind of frivolous with batteries
What
because
altitude are you going to be maneuvering at?
Mr. 7 will go 4,500.
last thing I want to do is lose a mission just because I was too chintzy on the battery. All right, there's our VNO condition. We're going to go ahead and start a hook to the south here. We got our next run in, and again, it's going to be a slow pull, prioritizing the green band, accepting the altitude loss. VNO chime. Time now, 15:02:12. 43 degrees Fahrenheit, 25.3 on board. 49.55 elapsed. In a right turn to a heading of 180. We're going to get two marks on the tape here. One for the start of the pull.
Left hang 330, check on course.
And then one for the idle power stop. Cold day, airplane's walking right up to red line.
Kilo, correction, make that 320, sir.
There's red line, so power's actually coming back. All right, stand by data mark 3, 2, 1.
Southwest 368, arrival.
Data mark.
2425.
All right, there's our band. Power's already coming back. Time we started that turn. Just maintaining the big pull and the negative 1 knot per second. Lenny? Mark, idle. And working the green band. Stabilizing the vibration there. Terry, mine is a GoPro mount that is literally glued on with some 3M double-sided tape, so it's subject to vibration. Just maintaining our 1 knot per second all the way into the stall. And we're down about 350 feet so far. Quick on the deceleration rate, playing it off. And there's the stall. All right, down about 5,500 feet. Okay, back up to altitude. We're going to get some flap data now. There's a flaps 20 condition. Let's just keep it slow. See how our attitude display is not keeping up with this, obviously. Just checking. All right, power's coming up, airspeed's staying back. That'll help warm everything up. Carb's good at 65 degrees, oil's good at 150. All of our cylinders are down right around 200. So time to warm everything up just a little bit. Camera check's good. Boom check's good. Level off at 5,000 feet in a VFE condition. We're in flaps 20 condition now. And we'll get some decel runs with flaps. And some stall data with flaps.
Number 4 Charlie Kilo, clear direct to 2U on course.
And starting an easy right turn to heading at 270. We'll actually do this first run on a heading at 270. And there's about 95 indicated or so. Then under 100. Mixture's back. Get our first run on a heading at 270 here. All right, time now 15:06:06, 39 degrees Fahrenheit, 24.9 on board, 53:47 elapsed. Heading to 70. This will be a flaps 20 decel and stall. We'll use a balanced decel technique for this first one. Playing the throttle off against the green band. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Slow pull. Mark.
Please in 1007. I'm going to departure radar contact, climb and chain 10,000 and squawk 0703.
Stop trim.
Bingo 81, turn right 040.
Bingo 1, right 040.
Please in 1007, left heading
Idle mark.
360.
Prioritizing decel rate over altitude. Stall. Okay, good run. Let's go back up and get another one of those.
Bingo 81, verify heading 040.
Bingo 1, right turn 040.
Roger, thanks.
All right, there's Dingo and easy right turn now to heading at 360. To deconflict, we're still in a flaps 20 condition. Time now is 15:07:43, 39 degrees Fahrenheit, 24.8 on board. Roll out on a heading at 360 at 100. EFIS indicated. Set up for another flaps 20 stall.
Like the visual approaching right 32.
Plan to put four of each flavor in the bank here, so that's our, this will be our second. We're going to use the balanced decel technique again on this one. We rip it back to idle. Number one, it's too cold.
Direct defund, then on course.
Two,
Still good one, direct defund, then on course.
Number 6 Air Alpha, turn
decel
right,
rate's going to be too
140,
high. All right, there's our 100.
descend to maintain
Time now,
7,000.
15:08:30. 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 24.8 on board, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, power's back well below 15 inches and beginning our decel now. Balanced. Working against the altitude. Looking at the green bands area and the altitude.
12 o'clock, 8 miles eastbound, D328 out 7 for higher. Shark 1, I'm going to departure radar contact. Shark 1, climb maintain
Idle
15,000.
mark.
Shark 1, climb
Big
maintain
deviation
15,000.
there. Big deviation going into the stall. All right, there's our stall. Okay, a little bit high decel rate there. Or actually slow decel rate, end game. Let's go back up. A couple more of those. Still in a flaps 20 condition. Time now 15:09:37, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. 57:18, right is selected now. We're burning off of the right tank. Boost pump is on. Heading 360, leveling 5,000. XL to 100. And we're using about 15 inches of 15 inches manifold pressure rather to accelerate.
Shark 1, turn right, heading 180.
And stabilizing at 100 at about 14 inches of manifold pressure. Decelerating from there. Losing altitude control here back. Gonna go back up, fix that. Camera check's good, boom check's good. There's our 5,000 feet.
6 Air Alpha, descend maintain 4,000, turn right, heading 190. And 6 Air Alpha, heading 190.
All right, coming up on parameters. Parameters look good. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right. Pulling power. Mark.
November 58 Golf Romeo, contact carrier approach 133.75.
Kind of a big pull to get in the green band. Lots of trim.
Number 6 Air Alpha, contact approach on 12425. Good day. 4 Charlie Kilo traffic at 1 o'clock, 8 miles in their wings, a caravan at 4,500.
All right. So
Dingo
looks
81,
good.
Jackson
Looking for the
Center,
stall.
120.2.
20.2, Dingo 81, good day.
Good day. Mr. 7,
Better?
currently
All right,
8
there's
miles
our break.
out here, position
Okay, we're going to get one more of those.
4,000.
Mr. 7, copy the search.
Power's up. We're still on 360 time. 15:11:42. 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 24.6 on board. And winds aloft are still out of the northwest at 20. We're slow. We got plenty of airspace to the north. Accelerating now. Got our last run on a heading at 360, flaps 20 condition. Balanced. Decel pull. Okay. Coming up on parameters.
6 Alpha Papa, I'm going to approach Roger.
Parameters. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
6 Alpha
Data mark.
flying 030.
And beginning
Straight
pull.
climb.
Into the green band. Green band. So there's that initial pull. Secondary. fast. Much bigger pull. There's idle. Uh-oh. Not being too pure here with my pitch control. And there's our stall. Okay. Back up we go. Flaps 40 condition is set. And we're going to use 90 max for these, just to be kind to my airframe. Power's coming up. This will help warm up the engine. Oil's down at 145. Carb is good at 70, so the block is still pretty warm. Cylinder head temperatures are running in the mid 200s. And we got 40 degrees Fahrenheit shown on the OAT. Right, an easy hook to heading of 180 now. Right time is 15:14:01. That was bad.
Speed enabled.
Okay, I just accidentally clutched the radio master switch instead of the boost pump. So, that's going to start a new data file. And time now is 14:15:21. We're going to see if the GPS lights back up in the air. And we're going to give the airplane a little time to settle down here. So that was pilot-induced buffoonery at 15:14:39. Sorry about that, Bob. That means we're going to have multiple data files.
20.2.
The good news is we got a logical split in profiles. We're in a flaps 40 condition now. So hopefully everything will recover here shortly. Wait to get a GPS position on our main GPS. Slowing at 90, indicated on a heading of 180. All right, haven't done that one before, but by God, if there's a mistake, I can make it. All right. So, stick monkeys buying the beers. Time now 15:15:18, 39 degrees Fahrenheit, 24.3 on board. We are heading 180. Still no GPS position. Let's maintain a wings level condition here, see if we can't get systems to recover. And GPS resistance is back up. Transponder's back up. 4652 is set. Hopefully Eglin didn't notice. All right, we'll get set up for our first maneuver here. Climb back up, correct our altitude. We're in a flaps 40 condition. We're going to use a balance pull technique and get 4 flaps 40 decel stalls. Again, referencing 90 miles an hour, indicated airspeed on the EFIS. 10 miles an hour below VFE. There we go, looking good. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, that's data mark 1, file 2. Jesus, Bob, I'm sorry about that. And slowing down. Into the green band, lots more drag, so a little slower pull on the throttle, Terry. Just maintain in the middle of the green band. Best pull ever. Okay. There's our flaps 40 stall. All right, power's coming back up. We'll maintain a flaps 40 condition, climb on back up. Still on a heading of 180. Time now, 15:17:09. 39 degrees Fahrenheit, 24.2 on board. Cylinders are warming up nicely. Oil's still down at 150. Block is warming up, 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Accelerating on out to 90 on a heading of 180. Time now 15:17:37. 39 degrees Fahrenheit, 24.1 on board. Flight level 05. There's our 90. Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, slightly fast condition and beginning to squeeze the power back. And looking for our balanced deceleration into the green band. And there's our 1 knot per second. I'm just pitching. So pulling the train indicator, pushing it as required. Pretty good on this one. And there's our flaps 40 stall. All right, starting an easy right turn. We're heading west. Climbing back up. We're still in a flaps 40 condition. Using the opportunity to warm the engine up here. Terry, I'm set up to monitor my carb throat, so I do a lot of mixture pulling and carb temp monitoring when I fly these things, especially when it's cold or Eglon's calling for ice fog conditions, because that's when things are prone to carb ice. You have a completely different tactical problem up there in Michigan, but something to be aware of. All right. Excel on out here, and I'm heading at 270. By the way, if you know all that already, I will simply shut the hell up. Heading 270 now. Time 15:19, 34, 39 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 gallons on board. Setting up for our third flaps 40 balanced run. There's 90. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
And a little bit fast, and beginning our decel here. Pulling up into the green band.
Pacer 1, Eglon departure, roger.
Green band. A little slower pull on
Pacer
the
1,
power
radar
this
contact,
time.
maintain 15,000.
Alright. There's our 1 knot per second. Holding it, accepting some altitude loss on this one. And there's our stall. Head back up.
Pacer 1, you can take 2 southbound.
Easy right turn now to heading at 360. We'll get one more of those. And we'll get a couple where we just are using purely altitude, both in a flaps 40 and a flaps 20 condition. Time now 15:20, 59, 39 degrees Fahrenheit, 23.9 on board. Camera checks good, boom checks good. And we'll be rolling out on a heading at 360. This will be our fourth balanced flaps 40 decel to stall.
Victor, current sector, visual pressure, runway 30.
Accelerating. Parameters, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Tango 1 2
And beginning decel.
54, crest jet inlet 3044.
Slowing into the green band. Middle of the green band. Trim. Quite as good as last time. Don't over control it back. Power's coming back. All right, idle. Come on, dude. What the hell are you thinking? All right. And there's our flaps 40 stall. Okay, let's maintain a flaps 40 condition. Let's get a couple more that are just pure altitudes with a slow pull. We'll just say 5-second pull since we're at such a low power setting. And back up to 5,000 feet. Time now 15:22:28, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. 23.7 on board, flaps 40 conditions, calling 360 with good cam. Good boom.
Flying 220 vector for the visual pressure.
Carb's looking good. Oil still at 156. All right, leveling off at 5,000 feet, accelerating to 90. Stand by for our data mark. parameters, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
All right, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. 5-second pull, maintaining altitude. Just maintaining the altitude. All right, there's our stall. Let's get a couple more of those.
Congo 12,
Nice to have the pressure data. Probably use it for something else. Up to 5,000 feet now. Still HUD in threes. Can't talk this morning. Still had the 360. Time 15:23:46. 40 degrees Fahrenheit. 23.6 on board. Leveling at 5. Accelerating out to 90. Approaching parameters. There's our parameters. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. All right, took 7 seconds that time to get to idle. Maintaining altitude. And there's our flaps 40 stall. Do that one more time. Maintain this heading. Plenty of airspace. Winds aloft remain 32022. Airborne 1 hour, 12 minutes. Coming up on altitude. Altitude. Beginning acceleration. Approaching parameters. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Contact approach
1001,
12425. Have a good day.
1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 6, 1007. All right, again, a 7-second pull. That just feels kind of natural with the quadrant. No special thing for that.
Aircraft 16, Roger.
Maintaining altitude.
Aircraft 16, ident, no scope, field speed northbound.
We'll get one more of those so we can cast out an outlier if we need to. And then we'll get 320s heading south and we're going to call it a day. That power's up, oil's warming up a little bit, 160, carb throat looking good at 73. Cylinders are warming up at about high 200s. Leveling off at 5,000 feet.
Just to verify, you still do want your IFR flight plane over to New Orleans.
Leveling off at 5,000.
Say again for Mr. 7.
Mr. 7, just verify
Accelerating.
your IFR flight plane to New Orleans later on.
Hey, we're going to make one stop into Duke for be on the ground for approximately 10 minutes, and then we'll be back out to pick up our flight plan in New Orleans.
Mr. 7,
All right, stand by data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. Idle. All right, maintain altitude.
6, contact 3 northeast of Eglin.
And good stall. Okay, there's our
Aircraft 16,
flaps
contact.
20 condition. Flaps 20 selected. Starting a climbing, easy right turn. Heading at 280. We'll get 3 of those heading south. Same technique. Oil's warming up at 161. All right. And we'll push it up to 100 for these flaps 20 runs, just to be consistent. Okay, time now, 15:28 even. 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 23.3, rolling out, heading 180. We're in a flaps 20 condition. Standby parameters, there's parameters. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, idle. Just maintaining altitude. We get 3 of these.
Navy 7 Echo 136, hang on approach, roger. Crash at 3044.
There's number 1. Power's coming up. Partial power climb. Set up for our next one. Time is 15:28:57. 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 23.3 on board, leveling at 5,000 feet, beginning Excel. Our second flaps at 20. Idle power stall. And just looking for parameters. And data mark in 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
1001, 2, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. Kind of thinking if we double that pull rate from mill, should be about right. Climb going, got a little greedy there. Changing the pitch rate slightly. And there's our second stall. All right, back up. Get one more so we can throw the outliers out. Rotating the nose back up. Time now, 15:30:03, 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 23.2 on board, level and 5,000 feet, and accelerating. There we go, stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Still zorching up there, so power's coming back, just to stabilize a little bit. I'm going to get one extra data mark here. Hate to do that. We're going to call that last one bad. Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. All right. Get too pitchy here back. Be patient. And again, we're in a flaps 20 condition heading south. Good stall. And flaps are retracted. Back up to about 30-30. Some ATIS and we'll RTB.
Hang on, Mr. 7.
Sortie 1, Mr. 7, go ahead.
Yes, sir, we're all complete here. Proceeding back to Duke. I have Duke in sight.
0, Mr. 7, roger, standby.
5, density altitude minus 1116. Runway 0130 in use. Expect ILS approach, runway 30. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Victor. Eglin Air.
Mr. 7, contact tower 133.2.
33.2 for tower, Mr. 7 to you.
Eglin 7 Bravo Romeo, RTB Ruckle, Victor.
47 Bravo Romeo, roger. South Coast approved via field 2, Port Ruckle on site when able.
Field 2, look up.
Bravo Romeo, traffic 12 o'clock, 10 miles northbound, the Skyhawk 3000.
7 Bravo Romeo, search and no joy.
Air Coleman 6, traffic 12 o'clock and 10 miles southbound, the RV4 4700. 1216, suggest heading 030 back to avoid the traffic. He's going southbound back to Ruckle.
And tell you what, Eglin, I'll just stay up here at 4.5 till I'm over the top of the Skyhawk if he wants to proceed due north.
7 Bravo Romeo, Roger. You can go the northeast, going to the North Train area.
Okay, copy that. I'll stay at 4.5 till I'm clear. Searching, no joy.
Roger.
Runway 0130 in use. Expect ILS approach, runway 30. Advise on initial contact. You have information Victor. Eglin Air Force Base, information Victor. Weather at 1456 Zulu. Automated observation. Wind 030 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 9er. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3041. Pressure altitude -365. Density altitude -1116. Runway 0130 in use. Expect ILS approach. Runway 30. Advise on initial contact. You have information Victor. Eglin Air Force Base, information Victor. Weather at 1456 Zulu. Automated observation. Wind 030 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky.
Seven Bravo Romeo, Skyhawk at your 11 to 10 o'clock in 3 miles northeastbound won't be a factor.
And we're Tally Ho. We're at a 4.5 now. Ruckle's in sight.
Roger that, sir. Air Coleman 6, he's off your left wing, passing you southbound, no factor. Resume on navigation. Bravo Romeo, change advisor frequency approved.
Sub Bravo, soup.
Yep.
Hello traffic, Fuller Lake Mike is departing to the east. Hello traffic.
At altimeter set, boost pump is on and range E complete.
Early County traffic, Cessna 3 Zulu Alpha is on a 5-mile final for runway 5 on the RNAV approach. Early County.
Look, traffic RV Sub Bravo is 5 miles north inbound Ruckle.
Early County traffic, Cessna 3 Zulu Alpha is on a 3-mile final for runway 5. Early County.
Just decelerate here in the turbulence. We can get down to a nice on-speed condition here. Film that. Dive her down. Range checks are complete. Runways in sight. All right, we're in the turbulo bumpies down here at 800 feet over the trees. Power's all the way back. Just see what we can get for a on-speed condition here. How well we can film that. Brake, brake. Up on L-Liberty Max. There's L-Liberty Max. All right, easy enough to fly in L-Liberty Max condition. Little bouncy, bouncy. Let's slow to an on-speed condition now. Retina burn's gonna preclude using any tape, but there's an on-speed condition. We're bouncing around. Adding some power. Stabilize here. So I'm just running through normal turbulence. Down close to the ground. See the airplane rocking and rolling, yawn a little bit. I'm just maintaining an on-speed condition. On-speed band is sufficiently damped and broad. I'm able to do that. Deploy flaps 20. I'm in a flaps 20 condition. Down in the weeds. Gas. Undercarriage, mixture, propellers, pump, pressure, throat. And just maintaining an on-speed downwind right now. An overshooting wind. We'll take our perch and we'll move it outboard a little bit. And again, catching a few cumulo bumpies here. It's a flaps 40 condition. And out the perch. Focal traffic RV, Bravo Ramirez, right base, option 36 Ruckle. A little fast, correcting. Trim. And just maintaining an on-speed condition, landing to the north. Gustio bumpies there. And just using pitch to control my AOA here. Bank to control my ground track. And power's back and idle. Move around the trees just a little bit. Get into the tree canyon. Protection there. Slipping over the top. Just maintain an on-speed condition. Slightly slow for the touchdown. Earth. All right, not my best approach and landing in the history of ever, but certainly acceptable and easy enough to fly in relatively bumpy conditions. Camera's coming off.